Hello, boys and girls. Old Martha Say here. Still pretty chilly out here this morning. Thought I'd talk about law enforcement. Someone mentioned, well, they mention it often, backing the blue. Police agencies are masonic in structure. I don't back the blue. It's in opposition to what Jesus Christ tells his bondservants. But I am cognizant that police officers are people. We have corrupt police officers. We know this. Dirty cops are a menace to society and cast tremendous shame upon decent law enforcement officers. My uncle, Gurney Williams, is a dirty cop. He's just a rotten person, period. Him and his sister terrorized myself and my two very young children in our home. I guess it was around 93 I moved to Arkansas. I have not had a moment's normalcy nor peace from this dirty cop, this fraud, this individual that brags about his brotherhood nationwide. Well, Gurney Williams, you're a fraud. I know what you are. And I've started talking to the feds. And guess what? That crazy label y'all stuck on me when I was a child, it's coming back to haunt you, because everything you and your now deceased sister did to me comes full circle to indict you. Yeah, indict you. And explain to your wife why I, at 11 years old, know about your erect, ugly penis. Shame on you, Gurney Williams. You used a position as a police officer to terrorize your victim and two small children. Those rats from the jail, you know, the scrounges, the rats that you let out that'll do dirty deeds to get out of responsibility when they're arrested. They thought it was funny to try to run me off the road with my two children in the car. Fortunately, I didn't have standard driver's ed. I learned from some of the best. And instead of panicking, steering to the left, of which there was no road, this was one lane that came up on my right, and actually much heavier car, an old Chevy, which was straight out of Benton County issue. See, you give it to these scrounges, these rats that do dirty deeds to keep your hands clean, to give you protection, plausible deniability. Fortunately, I didn't steer left to avoid it and go into the lake. I hit the gas and cut my wheels right and ran them into the side of the mountain. It was them or my children. And they thought, these scrounges you send, they just slap their little knees and laugh. Isn't this fun? My children would have drowned, Gurney. But you got to enjoy your wife and your children and go on with your career in law enforcement, where you could be a poser pretending to be a man that you're not. Well, giving the green light to the home health care worker that stole from my home, felony theft, that was a bad mistake. The stress you put on me, you can't hardly get to me in here in this retirement community. So you infiltrate, go with a local person. I know she's got problems. I know she loves money. And I can't say for a fact how you persuaded her to perform these ugly deeds, but I know you're behind it. She gaslit me the whole time she was here. She had information she shouldn't have and shouldn't know. And such specific information, such specific gaslighting, that there's no way that it was just some intuitive guess on her part. Sorry if the phone's shaking, guys. It's pretty cold out here in the shade. So, Gurney, just so you know, I just disclosed to the feds. And I'm going to keep disclosing about you, Gurney Williams, retired Fayetteville, Arkansas police officer. You're a fraud. You know the difference between a cop and a biker? A biker knows what he is. He's not a poser. He's not a fraud. No, I don't back the blue. The blue is Masonic. It's a Masonic organization. And if you follow Jesus Christ, if you're a bondservant of Jesus Christ, you would know that. And if you don't know that, you should know that. It's right there in the Bible. And whether you believe or not, a poser is a poser. A fraud and a rat is a fraud and a rat. I treat police officers like they're people. That's how I want to be treated. And I've shown considerable restraint throughout this. You know, we found the cameras in my home. It was by accident, but we found them. So did a Benton County deputy. And when I was talking to the tax attorneys for the Class A, I guess it was, what was it? I can't even remember. There's so many lawsuits and so much harassment. Nevertheless, they thought this deputy, when he went to them and mentioned finding hidden cameras in his home, they found that incredible. But then, well, I start talking about it because I had to wait on the other attorneys to show up. And boy, did their ears perk up. Yep, what they do, boys and girls, is they use scrounges. They use people that are rats. They get caught, they get thrown in jail, and they say, hey, we'll let you out of jail and give you this, give you that, and you do this and you do that. Yeah, I busted a lot of them along the way, Gurney. And I'm going to continue to talk, Gurney Williams, retired Fayetteville, Arkansas PD. You know, we have a beautiful city here. I really, and the police department here has never, ever done anything to me in the official capacity. But you rat, you are a rat, Gurney, and you're a fraud. You're not right in the head, Gurney. Do you understand? I mean, you're impressed with yourself, I know, but you know what? I know all about you. I know what you are. And everything you did to set me up, along with your sister who's now deceased, is coming full circle to indict you. Just wondering. Virginia's gone. Virginia was very wealthy. I don't think you are. I think you're comfortable. I think you're doing good. What you going to do without Virginia's help? Don't look to her son, John. John doesn't want to mess with me. I think he knows better. I hope he does, because I'd hate to have to, figuratively speaking, show him that he's making a mistake. We're not done. Why, when I was 11 years old, did I know about your erect penis? You tell me. Tell everybody. Explain it. Explain it to your wife. Explain it to your little boy that's now grown. What were you thinking? And then you know about this program. Cops know about this program. Boys and girls, if you think the cops don't know, think again. So how convenient for you that our nation is in such bad shape politically. That freedom our freedom is at risk. You utilize that to the maximum. Well, I'm talking, Gurney. I've already informed the feds, and it's documented. I'm not covering for you anymore. I'm not choking on this anymore. The harm you caused to my children, that was a big mistake. The attempted beat down on my husband, I'm not going to forget that either. When he was dying, yeah, Jethro, I call you Jethro. You messed up too. I doubt you listen. I doubt anybody could tell you anything, Jethro. But that's okay. Not real worried about you, Jethro. You're not that bright, that's why I call you Jethro. Don't even know your name, don't want to know your name. You didn't put your hands on me out there at the property, did you? No, just ran your mouth. But I know you put your hands on my husband when he was down for the count dying, and I had to come out there and do what was the equivalent of a prisoner extraction. All those big pickup trucks, boy, that didn't work out too good. Didn't get scared, did I? As big as you are, Jethro, you're nothing. But you, Gurney Williams, you, the truth is coming for you, Mr. Williams, Mr. Retired Police Officer, Mr. Fraud. You shouldn't poke little 11-year-old girls. You're a nasty piece of work, mister. You're a nasty piece of work. You can call me crazy all you want, but I've got all these years, all these examinations, and they said I'm not crazy. Now what you gonna do? Matter of fact, psychiatrist told me I was highly credible. Statute of limitations may have passed, but I'm going to be relentless in my pursuit of justice. If nothing else, for wrecking my children's childhood. Home invasions. Home invasions. That's just disgusting. You talk about yourself, you're such an upright, such a wonderful man. No. You're a child abuser, a pedophile. I doubt I was your only victim. I think you hurt Dolores, too. I do believe you hurt Dolores. Explains a lot about her. Well, your name, you're so proud of yourself. Your new name is Mud, because I'm going to talk. And talk. And talk. Deal with it, you big bully, and stop driving by my house with your shaved bald head, staring at me to intimidate me. The problem for you, Gurney Williams, is I've got some credibility. Yours has never been challenged. It's challenge time, Gurney Williams. Retired Fayetteville, Arkansas police officer. We're done for now. Stay tuned. Soon as the Wi-Fi is straightened out, I'll be posting more regularly. Bye-bye now.